Good morning, children. Welcome to biology class. Today again we'll continue chapter excretory products and their elimination. So today we are going to learn about the human excretory system. Now, children, urinary system of man and other high animals or vertebrates, they are associated with the removal of nitrogenous waste products and maintenance of osmotic balance in the body. So there are four main parts which makes the human excretory system. They are the pair of kidneys which forms the urine, then a pair of ureter which conveys or which transport this urine from kidney to urinary bladder, then urinary bladder which are meant for storing of this urine, and urethra which is the passage for the discharge of urine from urinary bladder to site. So let's come to kidneys. Now kidneys, children, they are located in the abdominal cavity, one on either side of vertebral column, and they are just beneath the diaphragm between the levels of last thoracic and first lumbar vertebrae. They are attached to the dorsal abdominal wall by peritoneum, which is known as mesorchium. The mammalian kidneys, they are metanephric. These are retroperitoneal because they lie behind and they are covered with double fold of peritoneum. Now each kidney, it is made up of over 1 million of complete tubular excretory units, and these units are known as nephrons or uniferous tubules. So here the human urinary system. Now here one pair of kidneys. The adrenal gland, they are the hormonal gland which are placed on the top of kidney. Renal vein which brings blood from kidneys, and renal artery which brings blood from other parts to the kidney. Then inferior vena cava which collects blood from the body. Then dorsal aorta, ureter, and urinary bladder. Now this left kidney, it is slightly higher than the right kidney because it provides the space for the liver. Now if we saw the external structure of kidney, so kidneys, they are chocolate brown and they are bean shaped structure which are about 10 to 12 centimeter long and 5 to 7.5 centimeter broad and 2 to 3 centimeter thick. It weighs about 150 to 170 gram in adult male and about 120 to 155 gram in female. The outer margin, it is known as convex, and the inner margin, it is concave, and it has a notch known as hilum. Ureter and renal vein, they come out of kidney, and renal artery enters through the hilum. Now kidney, they are enclosed in a tough capsule known as renal capsule, which is formed of white fibrous connective tissue. It provides support for soft kidney tissue and protects kidney against injury. Now come to internal structure of kidney. Internally, kidney, it is divided into two major zones, the renal cortex and the renal medulla. Renal cortex, which is dark red in color and contains Malpighian capsule and the distal and the proximal convoluted tubules. The cortical region, which is close to medulla, it is called juxtamedullary region. The renal medulla, it consists of Henle's loop and collecting tubules, and it is pale red in color. Now this renal medulla, it is divided into dozens of pyramid-shaped structure known as medullary pyramids. Now here, children, it is the LS of kidney. Now here see, the cortex part and the medulla part. Now this is the minor calyx and the major calyx. Now renal artery and renal vein. Renal artery which brings blood to the kidney, and renal vein which takes blood from the kidney. Now renal pelvis, from where the urine passes from this kidney to the ureter to the urinary bladder. Now these medullary pyramids, they appear striated as they contain straight tubular part of nephrons and blood vessels. Now the wide bases of pyramids, they are called papillae, and each papillae, they are fitted into a small tube-like structure, the calyx manner. Now several minor calyces, they join to form 2 or 3 major calyces. Cortical tissue extends in between the two adjacent medullary pyramids as a renal column, and they are known as renal column of Bertini. Next is the ureters. Now these ureter, they are about 20 to 30 centimeter long, thin and muscular tube which arise from the kidney. They run along dorsal wall of the abdominal cavity and they opens into the urinary bladder. The ureter, they carry urine from renal pelvis to the urinary bladder. After ureter comes the urinary bladder, which is a pear-shaped sac-like structure, and it stores urine for some time before micturition. The urinary bladder, it lies in the pelvic cavity, and its mucous membrane forms the transitional epithelium. Now here see, this is the urinary bladder, children, and these are the two openings of ureter, and this is the opening of urethra from which urine passes out from the body. So in the floor of urinary bladder, it is a triangular area called trigone which forms 3 openings. Okay, now the 2 openings, they are from the ureter, and small flaps of mucosa, they cover these openings and they act as valves. Now the 3rd opening, it is located at the apex of the trigone. It is the opening of urinary bladder into the urethra. Now urethra, it has external urethral sphincter which has both the sympathetic and parasympathetic nerves innervate urinary bladder. Now next is urethra. Now urethra, it is a thin-walled membranous tube and it conveys urine from urinary bladder to outside. Now in male urethra, it is about 20 centimeter long and it is divided into 3 parts: prostatic urethra, membranous penile urethra, spongy urethra. Now prostatic urethra, it is a part of urethra that passes through the prostate gland. Penile urethra, it is a short middle part of urethra that enters into the penis, and spongy urethra, it is the longest part of urethra that passes through penis and opens at the tip of penis by urogenital aperture. Now in male urethra, it transports semen as well as urine, and in female urethra, it is only 2.5 to 4 centimeter long and it only serves for passage of urine. So this is all for today, children. In our next class, we'll learn about the structure of nephron. Till then, thank you and have a nice day.